Brigadier General William F. Grimsley, Deputy Commander at Fort Hood, was in Austin today to address the Austin Economic Club on Veterans Day. General Grimsley said that the military family at Fort Hood, although still hurting, is bouncing back from the tragedy.
We especially pause to honor our most recent fallen, killed and wounded, not on a distant battlefield, but as the result of an event on our own soil last Thursday. And while the specifics of this event continue to unfold and the investigation goes on, one fact remains immutable, and I'd ask you to remember this, that American heroes under fire that day sacrificed their lives, while many others did exactly what you would expect them to do, what well-trained soldiers and disciplined soldiers always do. They moved to establish control in a very chaotic situation, treated and evacuated their friends, their wounded friends, and then immediately reestablished the conditions to continue on, even while mourning our losses. And for those of you who have experienced combat, this scene would have been very familiar to you. This notion of resilience is very powerful. We can absorb a blow, but we're not going to break. We can absorb a blow and grieve for our wounded. We can absorb a blow and mourn our losses, our dead. But we still got a mission to do. And so that's where we are today. Men and women are still volunteering for service in this, the longest era of conflict in our nation's history. This is the longest war we've ever been involved in. And, oh, by the way, it's the first time we've ever done this with an all-volunteer force. There's no conscription. I would offer that our new greatest generation is our latest generation, as we were talking about earlier, sir. These are tremendous young men and women. Today, we salute our veterans for their selfless service and recognize that their devotion to duty makes them a great source of inspiration for all of us to emulate. They're our heroes because they have repeatedly triumphed over adversity. They know what it's like to stand guard in the chill of night while others sleep. They understand the meaning of hardship, standing watch at freedom's frontier, far from loved ones, and they've seen the horror of war and catastrophe. And yet, every one of them endures. And it's this devotion to duty that gives all of us serving today, and I hope the citizens of the United States, strength. It inspires today's military men and women to serve. And you look out on the world today, and you can see how this unbroken line of heroes from the veterans of the past continues in the work of veterans today.